finding your why as a real estate investor. Always very important. If you can get to that reason, why are you in it? Why do you want to do it? Why do you want to become a real estate investor? Or why do you want to continue to be a real estate investor if you already want? Very important to know what your why is. Now, there are generally 7 things that I've heard over the years from people in terms of why they want to be involved in real estate as an investor. Always at the top of the list is money. Money, number one thing you can get, and that's where most people are involved. This industry, real estate investing, is probably the only industry left in the United States where you can start one day broke and a year later you can be a millionaire. And you can do it by yourself with a relatively small amount of education, a lot of work, but the right drive and desire. And so it's a very profitable, lucrative business. If you know what you're doing, you have access to some capital, and you're not afraid to take a few chances. Second thing that I run across a lot is lifestyle. It's a great lifestyle. You get to be indoors or outdoors, both. You get a chance to kind of pick your own time when you want to go do things and that type of thing. You can be very busy or you can be not as busy, but it gives you a chance to kind of manipulate your lifestyle rather than the other side, which would be going working in an office building, working for the man or something else for some period of time. This gives you a chance to do your own thing. Third most important is people who don't have a college degree or experience can still participate on day one. They don't need a lot of education, although I recommend if you have an opportunity to get as much as you can in the business, about the business. But without a college degree, without any experience, you can become a very successful real estate investor. Not many careers where you can make 6 to 7 figures with no college degree today. So it is a high motivating factor. It's a high why for most people. Number 4, you can do part-time hours and full-time income. So literally you can spend a few hours a week and you make a large amount of money depending on how much you want to make, what type of transactions you're doing, whether you're rehabbing or you're doing seller finance transaction or transactional engineering. And if you're using systems are always the best thing that's out there. You'll find the most successful investors over the years have been early adapters at systems, at things like back in the day, we did fax alerts, we did direct mail, we did SMS blasts, we did dial and smile calls, Mojo dialer and that kind of thing. All kinds of things. There's new technology, there's AI stuff involved out there right now. And it allows you to be able to spend a small amount of time and get a large amount done, or another small amount of time and get a large income. So that's something that's probably very important to people. Number 5 on the list, I would say, is freedom. You get a lot of freedom in not only in time, but financial freedom as a result of becoming and being a successful real estate investor. And when I say freedom, I mean you can go on vacation when you want, you can go where you want, you can kind of do what you want. You have an opportunity to help others through the finances that you've been able to earn. And you can teach other people this skill too. This is something that can be a multi-generational business within your family if you want something to build and hand down to your kids or grandkids. And it can be something that can be, like I said, very lucrative from the standpoint of if you're, into cars or you're into other houses, or you want to live in 3 different houses, or you want to travel a lot, you want to have boats, toys, planes, things like that. Real estate investing gives you that opportunity should you desire that as your why. Number 6, be your own boss. And this is very important. Most people that I've worked with as a coach and mentor over the years had previously worked for somebody else, not even for themselves, but they'd actually had a job doing. And we've had folks in our system that they were former airline pilots, and they were pharmacists, and they were lawyers, and one doctor, and a whole bunch of things like this. And they decided they either wanted a second or secondary income, or they were tired of that lifestyle. People working in factories, laborers, things like that. They wanted to increase perhaps their standard of living and those types of things. And so, this gives you that opportunity to be your own boss, not have to work for somebody else, but, be your own person in charge of you. You're accountable to nobody but yourself. Sometimes that's not a good thing. Sometimes being your own boss is, you've got yourself as a boss may not be a good deal, but I can tell you most times it's a strong why for most people. And then finally, last but not least, that I hear on the list, and frequently this one is heard first, is when you become a successful real estate investor, or the opportunity to learn and grow as a real estate investor, with those things comes your ability to help others. And there is a lot of things you can do in real estate investing, from anything from donating, profits that you've made, to literally helping people who otherwise couldn't get into a house because of credit or other situations. You can show these folks ways to be able to afford a house, or you can give them some methodology that allows them to work their way up. So you can help a lot of people who otherwise would be left on the sidelines out there, who are looking for housing, for example, in some form or fashion. And you have a chance to make a difference in society out there. That's a strong why, and that's something I would definitely consider is a great altruistic opportunity to help people out there while you're making money for yourself at the same time. Okay, thank you for watching. If you get a minute, I would love to hear your comments about what you think of these videos. Feel free also to put in any topics down here in the comment section, things that you'd like to hear me discuss. Any questions you want, go ahead and put in here. We'll make sure we get a video on it when we get time. And as always, please like and subscribe. Hit that ring the bell button as well to get notified every time there is a new video. Thanks a lot, everybody.